really nice, bro. Never played this. Nah, this is not the game, bro. This is just like online class. Online class.
Adaptability. Can anybody read this? Right here, Yugi?
Yes. Adaptability. The ability to adjust one's thinking, skills, or behavior in response to changing circumstances while continuing to achieve desired outcomes.
Bang, wow, yes. Adaptability. This is a W reader in the chat.
Adaptability, okay, adaptability.
That it's really important for all of you guys to have. At some point in your careers, you're gonna have to adjust, you're gonna have to pivot, you're gonna have to change lanes, right? It's inevitable, it's gonna happen. I've done it throughout my entire career, whether it was trick shotting, to YouTube videos, to streaming, to now, I'm a professor. Now I'm here at Streamer University, and that's what we're gonna be teaching you guys a little bit about today. All right, next slide is kind of a little montage of some things. This is gonna be playing in the background. A little background on me, all right? I played that video, obviously it's kind of a joke, but it's one of the first videos I ever made. It was a montage.
Oh, I see.
Like I said, I started.
Gold Age, chat, are we witnessing greatness or disaster?
In a niche community, like
Not gonna
15
lie,
years ago,
I
alright?
think the lineup for Professor right now
I
is good. This is cinema. So, this is good, so let's watch it. YC,
Okay. But I started out as a trick shotter, right?
this is not a game, yo.
CJ, wait,
We're here to learn.
29. How much do you weigh?
So to those who want
Strike one.
become a streamer,
Calm down.
become a streamer, you need to listen. You need to so take your
Hey, I need to lock in. All right. So I started out as a trick shotter, right?
First lesson
I
is
transitioned
adaptability, John.
into YouTube. I was a vlogger. I was a part of the Cloud House. I made YouTube videos. I grew my YouTube channel to about 6 million subscribers, something like that.
Okay.
Before I decided to stop, right? Ultimately, I took a few steps back. Had to figure out what I wanted to do before I came into streaming. I took it more serious. 2025,
Shutter.
one breakout streamer last year.
Okay. Breakout streamer, okay. Morning, good morning. Morning,
and
Bruno.
You said, what was that?
This is the time of streaming. I said, Anthony, stay in for us. Because we're here to learn, bro. Goalies. We are here to learn.
One at a time.
Bruno, we are here in online classes today. Streamer you.
You say?
Take adapt class. This is our first class.
The main thing that I'm going to be trying to get through to you guys is, in every stage of my life, I've been able to adapt and pivot, right? I could point to a number of different moments, right?
Be able to adapt. So that's why his name, adapt.
YouTube,
Okay.
streaming,
Be able to
teaching.
adapt.
Hello? Who's this?
Okay.
Okay, we got to lock that door.
Uh-oh, you might be...
Be able to adapt, okay? Oh, let's say wordplay.
It's all
Let's
good,
say
it's all good.
wordplay.
Can you do me a favor and lock the door?
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. What was that, Lacey?
I have a question.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. My stream is also on 480p. It's okay. Yes. I think
Hope everyone's getting hydrated and vibing.
Alright.
Thank you, Gil.
It's okay.
We should have, okay, prepare water, get some drinks, chat. We are ready to learn.
We let Marty. And after that, I'm actually just locking. Okay, we got like 40 minutes left. It's fine. Yeah, it's a little hectic right now. Oh, the dean is here.
Hold on. Okay, Kai, the dean.
You get to your seat, Marty. We're waiting for you. All right, let's go off. You can hit
I'll just wait.
hit the next slide.
He said don't wait.
Yeah. All right.
Top vibe. Oh, vibe. Hello, vibe.
Yes, sir. So the theme.
Morning, good
Not
morning,
be
bro.
disruptive during this man's class. There's other smoke creators who actually want to be here and learn. If you are disruptive, you're taking away. Hey, Lacey. If you're disruptive, you are taking away from those students. and
Facts.
wasting this gentleman's time.
We are here to learn,
Lock
chat.
in. Go ahead, Jack.
I got one question.
No, I don't want to answer.
It's late. Can I get school Wi-Fi? I don't want to answer.
Equalities.
No, stop asking about Wi-Fi. Yes, thank you to Kai. Shout out to Kai. That is true. If you do not want to learn, if you want to be disruptive, you can leave. If you want to actually learn about the game, some things that I've done to have a 15-year career, longevity,
Ooh, I'm
versatility,
kinda loving
pay
this.
attention,
Nah,
okay?
but I'm glad. Even we are just a
over
viewer
the past
or
15 years,
a
right,
streamers
whether
or
it's trick
who wants to
shots,
do
streaming,
like any
there's
content
three
creation,
main
this is a
qualities
good
that I've always
online
had,
class.
right, in everything. Consistency, discipline, and passion, right?
Sometimes streaming is not all about entertaining, it's more about knowledge as well, learning something.
Even when you don't want to show up. When you
Just
don't feel
like,
like showing up.
oh,
you're tired,
thank you for the
sick,
follow,
still
Gold.
showing up. And
Appreciate
passion
you,
requires
appreciate you,
more
bro.
than that, right? You need to actually care about what it is you're doing.
Consistency,
whether it's streaming,
discipline, passion.
your YouTube videos, whatever. You need to find, you need to like hold in higher regard the quality of the content that you're making rather than the views and the clout and the followers that come with it. Yes.
So
DC
what
pay.
made you, like, since you quit a lot and took breaks, what made you, like, boldly, like, speak to you to try again? Because you took, like, at least 3 breaks.
Yeah.
So what made you each time, like, the first time, just for a reason, the second time you took another break, you were third.
Mhm.
What made you be like, I just gotta do it again? Or is this just me? You
Well-
know, like, why did you take this 2 and 3? Does that make sense?
We
Yeah,
know.
that's a good question. For
Come to-
YouTube in
come to the
particular,
class, bro.
I lost passion for it.
Join
Something
the
that
class.
I love doing,
Really.
that I started doing not with the intention of, oh, I'm gonna make millions of dollars, it's gonna be my career. I just did it off the love, right? I was posting trick shot clips and I went to vlogging, but slowly something that I
Trick
loved
shotter,
doing became
what?
something that I slowly hated because I started to feel obligated to make YouTube videos. I didn't want to make YouTube videos anymore.
Why?
I felt like I needed to, right?
Why
And that
watch
kind
it?
of messes with your mental a little bit when something that you love so much becomes something that you hate. And you got to take the right precautions, the right steps to make sure that doesn't happen. So in those 2-3 years, I was able to take a step back, think about what I'm passionate about, what I like before fully coming back in. Yeah.
What did you do after you made that decision to take the break and come back? What did you end up pivoting to?
Well, for streaming in particular, I'll just use this as an example. I started to stream every day. I didn't really know much about it coming from YouTube. There were things that
Started streaming
I
every day.
knew beforehand that as I got into it, I was able to apply to streaming. Things that I learned from YouTube that helped me succeed last year. But the main thing was just trying. 90% of it is literally just showing up and trying. Every day for me was just
Showing up and
picking up a
just
gig,
try.
hitting the lot,
Wow.
and then figuring it out.
You're inspirational.
Figuring it out. Shut up, fat ass. Raise your hand if you're gonna talk.
Do you love streaming?
Wow, that's how
Yes,
you speak. D.
I do love streaming.
Come on, D.
Are you gonna be disruptive?
Just show up and try, chat. Whatever you do, if you're tired or
Listen.
unmotivated, just show up and try.
Let's come with me.
Okay?
Go with the dean.
Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
You wanna act like they don't treat you like
Bro, you're a little fat ass out of here.
brother, you wanna act like a damn.
That's what happens when you're disruptive.
My bad, guys. Class, dude.
It's all good. Thank you, dean.
Now we have to pause the game. Pause the time. That's what you get.
I got an ad right here. Okay. Alright.
I have a question.
What's that, TJ?
What made you say, oh, I want to start streaming and not just start streaming?
So, what made me want to start streaming? I like that second part. What made me want to start streaming is I always loved making content. I had a passion for it, but the
Love
format
making
that I was
content.
doing it in on YouTube wasn't working for me. I didn't like it. I took a step back and I saw the direction that streaming was going, content was going, everything like that. And I was like, all right, let me just try it. Let me just try it. And when I started, I was probably averaging less viewers than some of the people in this room, right? Going from someone with 5 million subs on YouTube to posting.
How many?
Yup.
How many views do you average?
I don't know. Around 10,000, something, I don't know. That's not important. That's the main thing. That's what I'm trying to say, though. You shouldn't let your views reflect who you are as a creator or the content
I like
that
that.
you make.
I love that.
You need to find passion in what you actually do.
Don't
and
let
like
viewers-
the streams that you
What are
do.
you passionate about?
Right now, teaching and actually having y'all, the students,
View
in here
you
leave
as a
this room
person.
feeling like they learned something. That's what I'm passionate about right now. I've learned a lot over the 15 years that I've been doing this, whether it was
Hey, we're learning here,
whether
chat.
it was things with phase or things with core. Yes,
In a way, it's like, fuck a view count, make
That is true, bro.
yes, that's a popular quote by Yugi. But
We are learning today. We are learning.
I'll give you an important piece of advice. If you let the numbers, you get caught up in analytics and numbers and let that reflect how you feel about your content and your streams overall, you're gonna just fry your mental and you're never gonna be able to succeed. You need to be able to block that out and just go. Whether you have 10,000 views, whether you have 100 views, that should not affect you at all. You should still show up every day and
Wait, let me try to. I'm just eating snacks and watching the chaos
Oh,
unfold.
you're back.
Enjoy your snacks, bro. Be learning, and let's see what's
Sorry for
happening.
interrupting your class. It won't happen again.
All right, appreciate the apology.
Bro.
Go ahead, roll.
What the hell is that, bro?
Right there.
Nice show, bro. Appreciate your
Anyways, yes, that's one of the main things I
appreciate your brain.
Don't get too caught up in looking at a view
Let me
count,
try to,
and refreshing a YouTube video and likes and any of
just-
that. Don't let the clout, don't let the fame, don't let the numbers get to you. Care about what you're doing, what you're streaming, what you're posting. Find whatever that is and chase after that and hold that in higher regard, all right? Also, a big thing is the people around you, right? That's one thing that really helped me get into streaming. When I first came into it, I was a part of relaunching FaZe with people like Lacey, people like Silky, Max, Braun. You know, I was around a lot of these people, Jason, and they're all streamers. So every day I was live around them and I was learning. I was figuring out what they would do, things that worked for them.
I'm
things
just
that
here for chaos
did
time.
work with them,
Really?
Taking things
Wait.
that I learned.
Wait, who streamer you usually watch?
Applying
Oh,
them and things like that. And
oh,
that's how I was able
thanks,
to find
Fluff.
success in streaming.
Fluff, thank you for the
Just showing
doing
up.
the shout out.
You know what I mean?
Shout out.
We can hit the next slide. So, we're gonna do a little exercise, all right? Because I don't have a lot of time with y'all, and the class is how to adapt, right? I want to see if you guys can, right? I'm gonna paint a hypothetical right now. Let's just say streaming blew up. You can't stream anymore. Twitch is gone, right? You can't stream on Twitch. You gotta figure it out because there will be a moment in each and every one of your guys' lives as a creator where you're gonna have to pivot at some point. You will, yes.
Okay, so I'm a filmmaker. I'm a filmmaker streamer. Right? Obviously, streaming's been really hard at home, and I'm making a movie, so I'm gonna pivot and adapt right here.
Let me wait
Movie right
more
there.
than
You feel me?
what the
And
hell?
What you're supposed to do when you adapt is find who you are inside. There's multiple things. You're not just into streaming.
Appreciate your gold.
Might not be a gamer to you. Might be to film. Try it. I was into music videos growing up, and I'm like.
So if streaming was done right now, you would
I continue my movies.
so you would
Focus that and try to watch music videos. I love watching it and do that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta just do things that embraces who you are. This one platform or niche isn't defined the type of.
100% facts.
Really appreciate for the follow, bro. All really thanks, bro. God man, appreciate you, bro.
Ladies, hey, and you're in Seoul, right?
Hope you have a great day, bro.
We got ties. We got ties. But listen, this is a great example. Lacey, yes.
Streaming could not blow up.
Listen, yes, it's a hypothetical. That's what hypothetical means. It doesn't
It's
exist.
not how it works. It's not like a thing.
Listen, if yes, yes.
It can't blow up.
Okay, so if
Streamer
Twitch
really
wasn't a
woke
thing,
up at chaos today.
Okay, listen though. If you had to go build yourself back up on another platform.
Wait, go.
zero,
Who streamer you
let's
watch
use TikTok or YouTube
mostly?
as an example. What would you do? What would you do?
Games are suspended, live.
Oh no. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're late.
I was late because I had technology issues.
Okay, well let it slide. Just one time.
What?
It's okay. All right, Haskell, since you're late, let's use you as an example. Have a seat.
Oh,
Have a seat.
Mikael, hello.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Prop it up. You have a
I'm just
background
kidding.
in
Hello,
TikTok,
hello.
right?
What can I do, bro?
Let's
But
just
I'm
say, and now you're
oh,
pursuing
chat
streaming,
on
right?
Twitch family. I'm also live in TikTok, so if you wanna watch me in TikTok, appreciate you. This stream deserves more viewers. Appreciate your goal. I'm just taking classes to Twitch.
You're a little late, but we're doing an exercise right now. And it's something that you're actively actually doing.
Can
You might
you
not
until-
realize it. Can we close the door?
Hey guys,
Thank you so much.
Quiet on the fucking set.
try to listen to the professor. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mick.
We're gonna lock it in now.
Kapag gising.
Felicia, come and interrupt. You're a great example, Haskell. All right, you started on TikTok, right, and now you're streaming. Let's just say, if it was the inverse and you had to flip and you had to go pop on TikTok, what would you do? What would you do? How would you adapt? As a
How
streamer
you adapt?
transitioning over there, what would you
How to adapt. This is one of the classes why we're here. Everybody, you know, we're all here to become
So from
streamers,
TikTok
pop
to
off.
Twitch.
And as
How
of right
will
now, we are
how
all
will-
key on Sakai Snap. We're all trying to leech right now, and that's what we do best. So this is what we want to do. Step number one, go on TikTok. I'm going to teach you guys the dolphin.
Dolphin. Okay.
This is the main gig, okay?
Dolphin
TikTok
method.
loves this. So you want to first get your hands in the motion like this. Go in and out.
That's the what now?
The dolphin.
And that's emote that's big on TikTok.
Yeah, and that's how you want to really just pop off.
Okay.
That gets you out there. That,
Appreciate your break.
And how would you do it? Would you attach a sound to that? Would you?
just hit a little.
Okay. Oh, all right.
And anyone,
Yeah, I got you, bro. Yes. So I'm on the task. Tell me the task.
I'm gonna need you to hit the whoa and hit the dolphin.
Okay, so you taught me this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing this, and then, wait, show me the motion.
Nope. I am.
Like that, right?
Have a seat. Have a seat. This is not TikTok 101.
Oh no, I gotta hit it with him though.
The thing is-
Yeah, show me. Come on.
Okay. Nick. Sit down.
I'm trying to hit it though. Hold on. Just show me the
But
full
class
dance.
is-
All right, I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down.
The class is how to adapt. How did I go from dolphining to Twitch streaming and saying Nikki?
Dolphin to
This is
Twitch
how we
stream.
learn, Okay?
Yes. Okay, thank you, Haskell. You can have a seat. Appreciate you for teaching us how you adapted and how you're currently doing it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Listen,
Oh my god.
anybody else? Please, next time. Was that Yusuf?
On God, that was him.
On my life, he was like, yo, bro, this is it was Yusuf. On my life, it was Yusuf.
What the hell is going on?
I need you guys to lock in. If you're gonna be disruptive, you can leave.
I swear to God,
If you're gonna be disruptive, I'm so serious. You can leave. There's people here who actually are trying to learn.
I have something I'd like to share.
Yes.
Facts.
You can sit down and share, yeah.
So, this is how you adapt in a world full of people that are all doing the same thing. You have to show your most authentic self, and you have to be new. You know, you have to be like, yo, Rima, or something like that. You have to make people feel concerned because at the end of the day, people are driven to diversity. Who here would want to stick to watching somebody who is just like everybody else? No. People like watching entertainment. People like watching people who come out of their
Entertainment.
and if you can make someone, if you can like broaden someone's horizon,
Is she
that's
the
gonna
teacher,
help
professor?
She's giving her example of how she would adapt. It's a
Fuck me, right?
It's a critical thinking exercise. Okay, thank you, Suki Mello. Now, what was that?
Right the door, but I want to say something.
We could leave the door locked. Yes, what was that?
Cool butterfly with 4 Ys. So I think it's figuring out how to be transferable onto other platforms. So
Okay.
like if you're on Twitch and you're doing certain like content and you have a niche, trying to figure out how you can get that onto the other platforms. Like, do you need to do like, you know, make smaller clips? Like how do you need to kind of like build your audience on a different
Build your
platform?
audience,
Because,
okay.
you know, certain apps, people use certain apps, but you got to get them over to the other platform that you're, you know, shifting to. So I think just trying to figure that out. And so that's something I'm trying to learn how to do. So if others have like some suggestions on how to do that as well, because I know that can be hard, getting people to move to different platforms if that's not what they're used to.
Okay.
Yes. No,
Okay.
that-
So build your
that's
audience
exactly
by
What
entertaining
the
them.
class is about. Adaptability, being able to transfer what you already know, what you're already passionate about across multiple social media platforms. Yes.
All right, well, so I want to give an in-person example of how we can adapt our phones right now.
Yeah.
Our phones are fucked. So I'm going to adapt from a streamer to a football player. All right?
That was a weak spiral. That was a really weak spiral. I need a better spiral than that. And it just went through his hands. Okay. Maybe not football. Maybe not football. Have a seat. No. Have a seat.
I'm trying to learn.
Have a seat.
I know you guys have made it. I'm trying to learn.
Okay. Yes. What's up?
So like, how do you like, for example, I'm trying to like grow on
Please quiet down.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow on YouTube, right? But I'm like more like known on Twitch, like I'm coming on Twitch. But I find that it's like hard for me to like navigate the YouTube scene. So how do you like adapt to like the YouTube scene, knowing that you're like,
Well, one thing I would do, and that I have done in the past, is I would look at the content you're making on YouTube. Look at the content you're making and look at some of the biggest creators in that niche and what they're doing, right? See what's working for them and try to not copy and paste, right? But use what you like to do and add your own spin on it, right? And you could see there's hundreds and thousands of case studies of different YouTubers and what has worked for them. And you could take pieces from all of them,
I'm sorry,
right?
we had a couple late students.
Okay.
Gio, what?
Wow, Gio. Are you serious? You asked us about the class 30 minutes ago.
E-commerce.
And what? Keeping up since 7.
Jody, hello, good evening, bro. We're taking an online class today.
Hey, Professor.
How's it going?
What's going on?
Chilling.
I've been in.
Yeah, you gotta have a sit down.
Okay.
That's why me and you, we not here.
Reverse the home. It's a fries machine. Not gross. It's not gross. Plus. Chat, we're really taking notes, down notes, chat. Taking down notes. Chat, guys. We are really learning, chat. I'm gonna share this after.
Yeah, there's a lot of highs and lows. No, that's a great question.
I'm gonna share this after class.
It's not good. No, that's a great question too, Yugi. There's a lot of highs and lows of being a content creator, of being a streamer, right? Whether you take that as numbers being higher, right? Your mental,
Highs and lows,
whatever
okay.
it is. Something that's always worked for me is I need to care about what I'm doing. If I don't have a passion for what it is I'm doing, if I don't want to stream, I don't want to force myself to stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna slowly
Don't force
lose
it.
that love and lose that passion. Once I start to feel like I'm obligated to do it and not like I want to do it. Burnout, that's another thing.
It's a
That's
fact.
something that- and then everybody in this experience, in this classroom will experience.
Just do your passion and love for the game, chat.
Discrepancy here that I'm actually wondering. So if you're losing that passion and you're not streaming, isn't that not being disciplined?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But it's about being disciplined about things like your mental health, for example. Like, it's a matter of your priorities, right? If you put your mental health, your physical health lower, like you have done, for example, you're a great example of this, actually. You put your physical health probably 4th or 5th on your priority list, and you have streaming number 1, consistently number 1. And you have suffered serious ramifications. You're in a wheelchair now, wheeling around the Streamer University campus because you decided not to take your physical health serious. You could have. You had this opportunity to get the surgery done last year to fix your ACL. You could have been hooping with Lethal Shooter in these runs right now, showing everybody.
Facts. That's a fact, chat.
But you didn't prioritize it.
It's all about priorities.
That's a great example. It's not about
Choose your
discipline, it's
priorities,
about
chat. Choose your
priorities,
priorities.
what you care about. Wow.
You're 30 years old.
Wow.
How old are you doing that little soundboard show?
Wait. I thought that was Haskell. That's you.
What's going on?
You gotta grab a seat. Grab a seat. Laser, don't piss me off. Laser, do not piss me off.
My bad, Professor. My bad. I'm sorry. Guys, we gotta be.
Yeah.
Guys, come on. Let's pay attention.
Listen.
No, come on.
We got about 20 minutes left, y'all. Listen. Silky, let's use you as an example since you're late. Something Lacey was asking about was discipline, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel discipline helps you with streaming? You did how many days in a row last year?
100.
100 days of streaming every day in a row, right? How were you able to do that? What was the main driving factor that put you to pressing that, whether it was at 11:59 every day or not?
So I started off with 21 days. It takes 21 days to create a habit. 90 days to create a lifestyle. And then after that, I just did 100. So it's like once you start and you just put your feet to the pedal and you just keep going and keep going, you're not gonna find a reason to stop.
Okay.
So you just gotta keep going.
Mm-hmm. Lacey, you had a question?
No, never mind.
No question?
No, no question.
Okay.
Discipline, chat.
But yeah, that's the
Discipline.
overall thing
That's the
with
number one
class.
thing.
For
Discipline.
anybody late,
Choose your priorities. What else?
21 days for you creating the habit. Why the habit go?
Don't force it. Care about what you wanna do.
I didn't know this was a debate class.
listen. I mean, but that's a valid question. That's a valid question. What happened? Why'd you take it?
So-
Was it burnout? Was it?
So, after the 100 days, I went and did a 30-day supplement on 24/7 straight. Men can only do some once and stuff like that. But,
Yeah, no. True. You gotta prioritize your mental health and your physical health as well. Just try to make sure you don't get too caught up in every single day making this your number one thing, or you might end up wheeling around campus and unable to play basketball and severely overweight. All right.
Okay.
Question.
So what have you done mentally? I know you said
Hello, Irene.
not obligating yourself to stream. Do you have anything else to mentally give yourself?
The main thing mentally that has helped me in every stage is I've cared about and had a really deep passion for whatever it was that I was chasing, whether it was streaming, YouTube, trying to hit clips to make an episode.
Obsession, chat. You need to be obsessed on what you are
Right?
doing.
And when that was gone, I have always taken a step back and tried to reevaluate things, right? And
Reevaluate.
reassess,
Take
adjust, and then
a step back.
adapt and move forward with whatever it was I wanted to do next. You're on 2 strikes, Lacey. You're on 2 strikes. So, the exercise, right, that we were getting into is
Okay, okay.
continue with that right now. Does anyone in this room, does anyone
Hello,
is
CNT,
screaming the word?
CNT 67. Appreciate your
Oh, Gio, you wanted to talk.
CNT, CNT.
Oh, what happened?
I'll name them. Oh, appreciate you.
And Marty's back. And CJ's back.
I went to the restroom.
Okay.
Okay, Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby as ring. Is that ring?
Oh, I got you.
What's up, Beauty?
Wait, you want to do this exercise?
Yes. What would you do?
Me? It no longer existed. I low key be a YouTuber. I'll be a YouTuber, post those YouTube clips on TikTok in the same way as I did like on streaming. Kind of do the same formula for YouTube, but kind of work 2 times or work smarter in a way. So I create those YouTube videos, part those YouTube videos up, make it
From YouTuber to streaming.
I'm now running 2 platforms at once in a way.
Yeah.
And I think, and then I kind of work up until something actually starts hitting.
Well, so far, chat, we were.
A great point. And you can also, the thing about streaming is kind of a hack. You could double and triple dip this across YouTube, across TikTok. It doesn't just have to exist on Twitch right now. Clipping culture is a big thing, obviously. Shorts, YouTube, short form content.
Okay.
That's how a lot of people find you out. That's how I found a lot of success last year.
Well,
is
listen
when I started
as well.
posting
Listen.
Reels, for example,
Flap,
on my
Sholdy,
Instagram, I post my own
listen.
Reels. I would have a moment from my
Everyone,
stream,
listen.
something that happened. Marty, please do not read out every chat and thank every sub, or you will get detention. Do not be disruptive.
Chat. So far, our learning is consistency,
Anyways,
discipline, and
the
passion. That's the
exercise
key
is
qualities.
Continue with that, right?
Find what you love.
And let's just say,
Start streaming
like I
every
said,
day.
if you had to
Showing
right now,
up and
anybody
try.
else, you just gave an
If
example.
you're demotivated or
What would
unmotivated,
y'all do, right?
showing
Anybody tell me
up
what
and
they
try
would
is the best thing you could do.
Yes.
What else? Love what you are doing. Don't let viewers view you as a person. Okay? That's a lot. We're learning there.
Yeah. Yes.
I would start a physical product. So, like, whatever your brand, I feel like you should, as a content creator, you should be known for something, whether it's like hair, glasses, ties, shoes, whatever, and then try to build a physical product off of that.
Okay.
And how would you promote it?
Just, I mean, it's like it's part of your personal brand and who you are. So if people always see you with glasses on, you can have a glasses brand. You know what I'm saying? So by that time, let's say Twitch shuts down, you can launch something that people already mess with you because they know you was that.
Solid, yes. Yeah.
For a main platform, like I said, let's say I'm a game streamer on Twitch and I go to YouTube shortly. But I would really recommend is trying something new that's out of your comfort zone. So not just that one niche you're doing, something else that you can combine with what you're currently doing, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Wait, Silky, you wanted to add anything to that? What do you want to add?
I wanted to add that everybody in this class is just so beautiful, and everybody just has beautiful souls, and we just all need to.
Anong subject to? Can you adapt? Ano yung subject? Can you adapt? It says, content creation subject. We're learning right now. We're learning. So far, ang natutunan natin, consistency, discipline, passion, find what you love to do, start streaming every day. What else? Be passionate. Be passionate. Chat. Choose your priorities. Take a step back and reevaluate what you do.
How are you making the most of this opportunity at Streamer University right now?
Meeting everyone that I don't know.
Okay, meeting people, networking,
Yes.
maybe setting up future collabs. Do you have plans for when these 5 days are over, what you're going to do when you go
Setting
home?
up
Are you
future
going to
collab.
continue to stream? Because a lot of people last year, I can name the successful people on one hand that left Streamer University and actually kept up with it and built a career off of it. They let the opportunity slip. They did it for 5 days, went home, find out. Sometimes you actually got to work through the highs and lows, and it wasn't working for a lot of people. They dropped it. Do you have a plan for when these 5 days are up? What was that? Sorry.
I plan on being consistent.
Sorry. One more time.
I plan on being consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna just hit the button every day.
Yep.
Okay.
I did that for a month before here.
Okay. Amazing. And that's why you're here today.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Hit the button every day, chat. It's just, let's like Adab said. If you're unmotivated, just show up and try it. Just show up and try. Really enjoying this, but fortunately I can't stream. Charlie Bronze. No, it's okay, Charlie, but the lesson that we learn here is also applicable in any aspects. Like for example, if you feel unmotivated, just show up and try it. Just do what you love. Consistency beats talent. Consistency, passion, discipline. We could also do that on every aspect of our life. Appreciate for the follow, bro.
Or is it just a 5-day thing that you're going to run with? And what are you going to do to try to maintain that, right? Lacey, you got a question?
Yeah, I'm just having trouble hearing you.
Also, be passionate on everything you do. Be obsessed, because burnout will get you. And if burnout gets you, you need to step back and reevaluate things surrounding you or what you're doing, so that your mind will be calm and collected.
Lacey, detention. Lacey, detention. No more.
Lazy got the 10.
No, he wasn't. No, he was. I called her top.
Okay.
Now we're learning shit.
All right. 2 strikes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yusuf, that's a strike for you.
Yes.
Overturned. Call overturned. The call's been overturned. Silky, I need you to stop disrupting. You were late. You're interrupting. I need you to pay attention.
Going around, throwing around notes, throwing
Listen,
around paper balls.
it's okay. He's got 2 strikes.
That's a fucking weirdo.
2
Can anybody else
strikes.
in this class tell me, everyone's here streaming, you guys all have your phones, what you're going to do when Streamer University is done to be a successful streamer? Lacey and Silky, you can't answer this. You guys are already successful streamers.
I'm not new to like IRL streaming, and I've always wanted to incorporate it. So when I got into Streamer U, I was excited. Like this was gonna be my first like real dabble with consistently streaming IRL. So after Streamer U, I plan on incorporating more IRL into my streams.
Okay, amazing. Yes, Lacey.
I think I should be able to answer.
Okay.
Because I think the main thing that you should do is take the momentum and just stream.
Yes.
And thanks for your nice words.
Don't be
Appreciate
lazy. Don't be
We
like,
are
oh,
all
there's nothing for me to
all of us here are students. All of us here wants to learn. This is not something for only streamers or content creators, but this is for everyone, especially younger generations who are struggling finding their own path, finding their own interest in life. You feel me? So yeah, so this is all applicable in any aspects, in any interest, in any role you wanna be, or 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 dream you wanna be in life.
I
You
need
feel
you
me?
to say your words.
It's all applicable.
Because you are a successful streamer. And
No.
wait, Silky, let him talk.
You have a foundation. You're gonna be live every day at this time. They're gonna be here if they wanna watch.
Yeah.
But if they don't know, oh, is he gonna be live tomorrow? Is he gonna be live this day? Is he gonna be live that day? What is he doing? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? You gotta make sure the foundation knows when you're gonna be live, what you're gonna be doing, so that they can tune in. And then it gets into a routine. They just wanna watch you every day. And then you build your community, you build your family, you build it up.
Yeah, every day. And this is a perfect example of someone who's done that, right? And like I said, with those 3 points, consistency is one of those things. Discipline and passion. Silky.
Oh no, I just want to see you back real quick. Brother,
No.
serious? My stomach.
Yes.
So I feel like you guys said, consistency is key. But what I want to do, I want to start being like a little more intentional because I feel like I have like so many different things that I do, like IRL and stuff like that. So I want to
What?
niche. Like, of course, I want to like be versatile, but I want to have something that I'm like intentional about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So the best thing to do with that, what's going on here? Okay, yeah. The best thing to do with that is you got to treat it like trial and error. Like,
Trial and error.
just put up as many shots as possible. Consistency, like going live every day.
Don't be
and
scared
trying.
for trial and
When I
error.
was streaming every day last year and really on the grind, I was, first of all, 90% of it is just clicking the button. But second of all, I used specific things that I learned from my YouTube background and applied that to streaming. Like when I would go live, I
You're a
would
learning channel.
react to National Geographic. I started doing that. That's one of the main things that popped. And I was able to segue that and use that to end up months down the road in South Africa on safari with Maya, where we raised over $50,000 for animal conservation, a bunch of things. But the main point is being able to believe in yourself and follow through. And like, there's a lot of opportunities like that. You'd be surprised at some of the rooms you can end up in.
So that's your main niche right here.
No, that's just one of the things that what are we doing? Yeah. Fuck is that? No, but that's one of the things that I found that my community really liked. When I would Spark, I would react to National Geographic videos. That
I appreciate you, no worries. Enjoy your lunch, man.
animal wildlife creators, Maya,
Enjoy your lunch.
and then that also worked, and then that ended up with us doing an actual safari where we went, instead of reacting, we went and did it IRL. You know what I mean?
You enjoy your
the point
lunch,
is,
cat.
You'd be surprised at some of the rooms you can end up in, and some of the places that streaming content creation is taking. For me, for example, I started Trick Shot, right? It's all started from Trick Shot, but I just chased that, and I was always passionate about that. All right, we got 5 minutes left. Anybody have any questions before they leave here? They want to leave with something. Silky. Detention. Detention. You're late. You're disruptive. Detention. 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 You're late. You're disruptive. Yes.
I just said hello.
Yes.
I just said hello.
What would you say is the overall takeaway?
Niggas leave me in class. I'm here the whole time.
Hold on. Yeah, thanks.
For me in
I'm still
particular,
here. Appreciate your
I'll use
pack.
an example.
I hope you learn.
always
I hope you
what I
learn
did,
as well here.
whether it was making videos,
I hope you learn
I feel
everything.
like I'm repeating. Yeah, the bell hasn't rang, but if you want to leave, you can leave. You go ahead. If you want.
But I'll be putting this summary. I'll be putting this summary on my Discord. So if you wanna see the summary of the lesson for Adapt, join the Discord chat. Okay? Wait, I'll pin it to
The
you.
numbers, your views reflect who you are as a creator or your success in the space, right? Always
Have a
hold
great
what you're
lunch,
doing on
Pat.
streams, the quality of the content, hold that in higher regard. Everything else will follow. Views, money, followers, clout, whatever, that will all fall into place if you keep the main thing,
Content
you have good quality
in
content.
high regard.
Anyone else? We have a few minutes left. Any questions?
High regard.
If you want, yes.
Listen, I'll chime in.
The rest will follow. The rest.
Y'all are looking for that, you know what I mean? To get the ball rolling, it's gonna feel a little slow, but don't stop. You know what I mean? Don't stop.
Yeah.
Brother, you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's not a marathon.
Okay, now I like that.
So I know last year you didn't make more, didn't make it. So what did you change from last year to this year that really like made you more confident, just more into this?
You gotta love what you're putting out there, like Adapt said. Like that's real. That's like real.
But another thing Yugi did really well is he capitalized on all the opportunities that he had. A lot of people got put in Yugi's exact position. They did not capitalize on the opportunities. They didn't find success. A lot of people have been where Yugi is. He's one of the only people who are successful because he chased it. And you went through the highs and lows, the divots. The great Lacey, yes.
Yeah, so I just think, you know, the main thing that you gotta do to adapt is you just have to keep focused and stay on your consistent path. Stop worrying about the numbers, worry about your content.
You're right. That's very good fluff, Justin. Like everything.
That's Yugi's bar. Okay, probably should do a closing statement or something.
Yeah, let's see. I think that's already on. See, he's like.
You've already accomplished so much. These are real facts, by the way. 92% of people. Okay, it's the number of people who go live once and never go live again. So if you go live twice, you are already a top 10% streamer in the world. Okay? 20. This is a crazy stat. I looked this one up. The number of viewers you need to be the top 1% on Twitch. Isn't that crazy? 20. All right? I think it's very easy to you know, when you're surrounded by huge streamers. Dude, I'm going to clip farm the fuck out of your class. Squeaks, you would hate me. Let me tell you, bro. When someone knocked on my door at midnight and then ran the fuck away, or when I had to walk, they don't have, okay, I'll just tell you this. They don't have bathrooms in the dorms here, all right? They don't have bathrooms in the dorms here, like in my room. They have a public bathroom on the floor that everyone has to use.
Thought it's on the class.
So I'm walking in my robe from my room to the bathroom at like 11:30 to take a shower. I get stopped, I'm not kidding you, 3 times while walking in my robe with people streaming, trying to clip farm. It's not the normal college experience. Usually there's not a live stream with thousands of people trying to fucking catch you in the robe, you know, to wash your balls. You just get to wash your balls. It is not very typical.
Yeah, I mean,
nowadays there's a lot of streamers. I don't know. I forget the kid's name. He's actually a good streamer. I've seen his content. But he came up to me. He went up and he was like, "Dude, let's hang out." And I went, "I'm in a bathrobe." And he went, "That's okay. I can get in a bathrobe too. We can get some baddies." I went, "I'm in."
Yugi, thank you for paying attention.
No, bro, I know it's stressful, brother. You know what I mean? But you were teaching some real shit, cause that, we've been through that. I did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever, bro, trust me, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use everything you said, bro. Thank you, bro. I love
All
you,
right,
guys. More Dapper, bro.
Yes, sir.
That ass, bro. I love you so much, man.
Love you too, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Do me what? Bro? Nah, Greek. I'm on class right now.
Because I've been trying to do content.
I'm on class and I'm watching as you. We are on online class right now. Streamer as you. Adapt class just finished. We're just writing notes. Writing notes right now. Writing notes. So I'm gonna share this on my Discord chat. If you wanna see it, I'm gonna share it with you. But yeah, we finished one class, so that's good. We need more 2 classes. Honestly.
Top 1% on Twitch. Top 1%. Isn't that crazy? Only 20. I told somebody this yesterday. They were like, "Yeah, I'm a
Yes, I
small
wasn't
streamer. I only
taking.
average like
I
20
got
to
you,
24
Fluff.
viewers. I
What
want
the
you're in the top
fuck?
1%."
What are you
And they went,
doing? 92%.
I
Remember
went,
people
it's
who
true.
go live once.
Money's all you need to be in the top 1%. You should be a little more proud of yourself here. Okay, it's a great number to achieve.
Right.
And then finally, this is the stat everyone says: 1 million. The number of applicants for Streamer U. Only 120 made it in. Tougher acceptance rate than Harvard. Now, if you were to cut out the amount of Jeffrey Epstein's in the application pool, it's probably more similar to an MIT, but it's all right. Point still stands. Without bots, we are all at 20 viewers. I'm down.
Are you
I'm down
okay?
to live in. I take the blue pill. Take the red pill, where all bots are removed from Twitch, or keep the blue pill and believe the bots are real people. I'm eating the blue pill. And I'm tuning into Face
Wait,
Laces
quiet.
and going,
We're-
yeah, it's me and my
we're-
50K fucking friends.
We're learning right
What's
now.
weird about this? I enjoyed my pill today.
We're learning
So
right
anyway,
now.
we start off with good news. That's how the class starts, right? Good news, guys, check it out. And then we go, boom! Check under your chairs, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody check under your chairs. That's a secret. I'm not going to tell you what's under the chairs.
There's nothing under my chair.
I'm going to save that one for class.
There's no under my chair.
Because I have a fun little activity. There's going to be something under chairs. Okay? That's a secret. That's a secret. Then I hit him with the boom! The truth. Most of you are going to fail. Okay?
Most of you got
Simply
over.
making it into Streamer U does not guarantee success. Success is fickle and fleeting, and many aren't ready to grasp it when it arrives. Truth bomb. Truth nuke. So I did some research for my professor job here.
I
This
heard
is a
about
true
this.
stat. This blew my mind. I'm curious if you guys will
Most of you
also
will.
blow my mind.
Streaming
This
rate
is a
is
graph
real.
of
Yeah, it's a
every
real
single streamer from last Streamer U. Okay? It's their viewership marked April 2025, which is a month before Streamer U started last year, right? So a month before they did it. And then last month. So the people who went to Streamer U last year, how are they doing now is the question, right? Obviously, their viewership was doing great when Streamer U was happening. How are they doing now? In the red, okay, the blue dot is their viewership before, and the orange dots are viewership after. You can see there's almost an equal amount of red to green. Okay? There's almost an equal amount of red to green. I'll break down the actual numbers. It's kind of hard. I don't think it's a bad chart. I think it's a good chart. It's a dumbbell chart, and I think a dumbbell chart's a good way to illustrate the difference and the change.
I'm adding
But
this.
ultimately, when there's like this many points
I'm
of
adding this
data, it's just hard
to your
to present it cleanly. But I think it's a good chart. I disagree with you full stop. Here's the stats. Streamer U won't save you. On average, the streamers from last Streamer U are down 287 viewers from before they ever did Streamer U to now. Okay? Now, obviously, average heavily favors bigger streamers. So the median viewership is up by 4 viewers. That is the rough change in viewership. Four viewers can be your expected increase from participating in Streamer U. And then this is the one that's the real kicker. 56% of
Stats
streamers.
you want talk about looks maxing and clip farming.
The thing is, I don't think those are sustainable things to do.
The
56% of
percentage
streamers who participated in Streamer U last year gained 10 viewers or less, or lost viewers altogether.
Okay.
So they either gained
Kurt,
a nominal amount of viewers, we're talking single digits,
We are learning right
or
now.
they lost viewers
How's your day, Kurt?
year over year.
Quick, how's your day?
Okay.
How's your day, chat?
It's not a great sign.
Fluff, are you at work right now?
It's not a great sign. It doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. But what it means, what it illustrates, all right? Because I think you ever see the reactions of people making it into Streamer U and they pop off like they actually went to made it to Harvard. or they made it into whatever. Some very selective, impressive thing that's going to change your life. A lot of people celebrate as if it is a life-changing thing to achieve. For most, it isn't. You know? For most, making it to Streamer U is going to be a good experience that you'll remember for the rest of your life, but it will not make your career at all. If anything, your career is going to stay the same or get worse. That's the reality. Okay?
Kurt, appreciate you, bro.
Simply being here is not
Thank
going
you.
to change your life.
How's your day, Kurt?
And I don't think people know
And for
this.
the last
I think people who are here genuinely believe this is a massive opportunity their lives are about to change. It's not. So is it a scam? No. Because for some it will. Right? There are people, verifiably, whose careers were catapulted by Streamer U. Like Yana's a good example, or Tota, who formed a lot of good relationships at Streamer U, went on to be in the Mafiathon. Like, there are definitely people who will have their lives changed, but it is like 10 people. You know, it's like 10% of the total invites.
That's why, chat.
So how do you ensure
need
that's you?
make sure
Or how do you increase the number of people whose lives
take
change?
advantage of
Okay?
everything.
And this is where we get into
Network,
what I think are
talk
some
to
important
people.
fundamentals.
Don't be shy.
And this is more back to
Do
the video I
collabs.
made 5 years
Do
ago
everything,
on how to be a
chat.
streamer.
Do
Okay?
you
What
drop
are the things
this
you need to do
every
when
Friday?
leaving this place?
Bro, this is boring.
You can't just have this
Chill,
kickstart.
Rick. This
You know,
is-
you got to have gas in the
this-
tank to keep running for a while.
When you say boring,
Okay,
this
so
is
I
the
got a little
time
quote
you
here.
learn.
Marcus Aurelius,
We should
shout out.
discipline ourselves in small
We should
things and
discipline
grow.
ourselves in small things, and from these progress to things of greater value. Okay? We're setting the foundation now. That's what we're doing. We have a great kickstart. We have to set the foundation. Okay? No, I'm a goals guy.
Write
Fuck,
down
can
your
you pass it over for me? It's under my laptop.
write down your goals, okay? Homie should teach this guy. I'm not sure. I'm skipping this class. Oh my god, don't skip.
I still have it.
I'm telling you, this
This is
will
why
help.
I
This
wrote
will
my
help.
goals down. I wrote my goals down 6 years ago. No, 2018. 2018. It would have been December 2018. So what is that?
Sometimes you pay 1 million.
Computer. 8 years, 6 months. Is that right? Fuck me. I still have the paper. So I'm gonna show them. I literally wrote this down.
Are you gonna stream tomorrow? Yes.
And so I want everyone
Yes,
to write their
Kat.
goals
I'm
down.
gonna stream tomorrow. What the
as-
hell,
as an
Greek?
exercise,
Just
as an
listen, bro.
activity. I
Just
assigned this homework
chill.
assignment to everybody on campus, by the way, because part of the issue with Streamer U is there's a lot of professors, there's a lot of students, there's a limited amount of time. We're only here like 4 days. So every group of students, they're all broken up into 4 groups of 30. I only get to meet with each group once, but I'm teaching something different every day. So group 2 isn't gonna get this same slides that I'm teaching group 1, which is kind of a shame. They'll miss out on it, but I still want to give them the homework assignment. So they still
punctual
do
and
it,
full
and I'll
time is
reply
the
to each
best thing you
person
need to do,
individually.
Jet.
Don't say fickle again. Use scarce. I like that. I like that. Where did I use fickle before? But I don't think motivation is scarce is correct. I think motivation is fickle. Scarce isn't correct. Scarce isn't correct in this
Motivation is
sense.
fickle.
Persnickety sounds too fleeting. Fleeting works. Fleeting works.
Right.
Fleeting works. Fleeting's good. I might have used fleeting later on. We'll see. Isn't fleet douche water? What's up, Rezo?
No magic
So anyway,
wheel.
write down your goals.
No magic
This is gonna be an
goals.
actual exercise. I'll probably call out on a few students and have them say their goals out loud. Okay. Next up, I added this year compared to my last time, creating a schedule. Okay. I think a schedule is really important. I remember when I first went full-time streaming, I didn't have routine because there was no reason to wake up or at a certain time. That sounded like I was going to kill myself. There's no reason to wake up at a certain time. Like when you have a job, you have to show up at X time, leave at X time. And it forms a schedule and a routine, which is actually really helpful in life. And when you lose that, I'm sure, you know, some people in here have gotten fired or quit or whatever. And you've realized like the first couple weeks after that happens, like, oh, I get to stay up later, I get to sleep in. But then you slowly start to like lose a lot of things that were fundamental to living a healthy life. You know, maybe you're going to bed later and now you're not working out because you woke up late, or, you know, you're not getting as much sunlight, so you feel worse, you're groggier, your food schedule's off. Like you lose everything when you lose schedule, and streaming has no schedule. And I think a lot of streamers just they're like I have to go. You know what I mean? They're like, I have to go at all times. And it's like, you don't. You know, and I'm giving an example of my schedule. I don't stream that much. You guys know this. I stream like maybe 100 hours a month. Obviously, I fucking made it. I'm a multi-millionaire. But I still think the schedule that I adhere to is more effective and efficient with my time than somebody who streams 300 hours a month. I think that is less efficient with your time. And that's ultimately the way I want people to think about it. Yeah, it can work. You make money.
You're gonna learn
you're making money, but it's not efficient work. You're not as efficient with the content you've output. Take days off. Okay, this is a picture of me and my boys taking a day off at a baseball game.
Oh, break.
So take days off. It's a good thing to do. Okay, it can be.
Chill.
And this is probably going to be more into another lesson. My last lesson, I'll tell you all my lessons right now. So day one, let me get my list. Day one is how to get lucky, and it's sort of like about goal creation. Day two is pocket watching 201, where I'm going to show how much different streamers make at different sizes.
Okay, you need to know
Day
that.
three, streaming is luck and not skill. Wait, no, that's not right. I think I changed day three. Day three is clip farming. Day three is clip farming, and it's about converting clip views to live views. Because I think what young streamers are really good at is clip farming, but what they're really bad at is getting any sort of sustainable fan base. Like they get more views. Dude, I've met some people, they have more views than I have on clips. Like on Instagram, they're getting like 50 million views a month, which is insane, by the way. And then you go look at their average viewership, they're at 120. You go look at their YouTube channel, they have 3,000 views on their last video, which they posted 2 months ago. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it feels good to hit a clip that gets crazy amounts of views, but like, what is that building towards? And so that's class 3. Class 4 is streaming harder than a 9 to 5. It's more of a clickbait for the class name. It's really about how streaming makes you dull as a person and the importance of retaining your personal identity separate from streaming and like being a well-rounded human.
Deserves to be clipped.
Not becoming like a drone stream bot.
We need to clip this.
Because I talk to
every
streamers
lesson.
sometimes,
We need to
some of the
clip
most boring
every
people
lesson.
on earth. And like they're great entertainers, whatever. But then like I deadass, like I'll hang out with them and all they can talk about is streaming numbers, metrics, whatever. And they're like not a human outside of it. And I think that it shows. Like I think if you're that person for 5 years, you lose yourself in the mix of it. And what you have to offer as a creator, like it's bad for you because what you have to offer is then worse. Do you know what I'm saying?
Online class.
So I think what people initially were attached to is like this authentic
Streamer
version
your
of
online
yourself
class.
that, you know, you had honed over however long, like however many years you spent doing it. So anyway, that's class 4. So those are my 4 classes.
This you will hopefully still be streaming and hopefully still be succeeding. So you want to learn some of these concepts, and I'm gonna keep it practical as possible because I want you guys to actually apply some of the stuff that's going on. Before we get started, who's been here that's been streaming for more than like 2 years? Okay, that's about half the class.
Agent
Who's
class,
a newer
agent class.
streamer like the last year or so?
Each lecture.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool. So we got a little bit of everything. We're gonna structure it like, quiet down. We're gonna structure it like 0 to 1 million followers. So we're gonna start with the first bit from 0 to 250,000 followers. Then we're gonna go the middle from 250 to 750,000 followers, and then beyond that. In the presentation, I'm gonna tell you like what your team should potentially look like, what you should be spending your time, potentially your money on, and certain concepts and things you should be practicing and understanding in those different stages if you want to make it to the next and next level. All right? If you have any questions, just ask, and we'll keep it pushing. All right, nice. So first thing I want to start by saying is this is not easy. I know it's presented like it's easy, and it looks really fun, but it's harder than you think. So this graph, I thought it was very fascinating, and it does kind of illustrate just how challenging being seen as a content creator can be. This graph is the subscriber count for Kai Cenat's Kai's Mind channel. His first upload was in December. He was at 500 subscribers in December with dozens of uploads. I'm talking about Kai Cenat. Now, granted, he was uploading as almost like an experiment to see like, he was just saying things that was on his mind. It wasn't super high appeal content. But it's interesting to think even one of the biggest people on the internet can upload dozens of videos to an unknown channel with under 500 subscribers. It wasn't until he promoted it in March where it got a huge spike and it reached 500,000. So like if you're struggling and you've been doing it for a while, sometimes it's not necessarily that you suck, it's just you haven't quite figured out certain concepts yet. So that's what I'm gonna try and click. There's a lot of people here that's like super entertaining that I see, but it's not enough to be entertaining. We all have the entertaining friend that hasn't quite hit yet. And then we all have the friend that's maybe not that entertaining that's been doing phenomenal. You just had to, like Mr. B is not the most entertaining person, but he knows how to put together a good fucking video. So in the same way, we're gonna talk a lot about other platforms because one thing you'll realize as a streamer, you have to be on everything. If you're not on IG Reels, sometimes you gotta be on Facebook. You gotta be on literally everything because that's how you're gonna drive the people to your stream. All right, so talking a little about that today. We're gonna start off in the 0 to 250,000 followers. If you have 0 to 250,000 followers on the platform you stream on, could you raise your hands? 0 to 250,000 followers. Under 250. On the main platform you stream on. Yeah. You don't stream.
Yeah, like if you got, say you got Instagram, you don't stream on there, you got higher followers than your streaming platform.
It don't matter, just the main one, you know. Yeah, just the main one. All right, so you probably heard it before. I'm going to really kind of like drill it in. You have to apply short form. I'm not even joking. Like if you stream significantly less and did more short form, you would see significantly more growth. In this current stage, and I'm gonna give you guys some certain case examples. And low-key, I wanna bust some myths too because some people have some misconceptions. So Queso is a really good example of someone who grew playing 2K content on TikTok. He was a 2K TikTok content creator. It doesn't feel like it because a lot can change in 2 years, but he was. And his channel blew up. He had some really big clips and he was able to transition that audience into streaming. You might think to yourself, okay, that was like 2-3 years ago. How about something more recent? Joe Bart. Joe Bart did a lot of like rants, commentary style content on TikTok. He was able to transition that content. He's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch right now, but it didn't happen overnight. He's someone that killed it on TikTok. One thing you notice about both of them, they're not just good on TikTok, they own it. These guys are fucking demons at TikTok. So it's not enough to exist on a platform, to dominate it is how you make that transition. And you might be thinking, okay, Joe Bart low-key blew up on TikTok 2 years ago. Maybe a more recent example. Here's an example of somebody I found a few weeks ago. This is a guy that makes racing content that's probably not going to appeal to most people. He started with 0 subscribers, 0. He actually started with 0 videos. All he did was post YouTube shorts. That's all he did. And they were really good. I'm talking, he was getting 2 million views a short, 2 million views a short, 1 million views a short. Really like, to me, super interesting content. If you're anywhere in the niche, then this type of content that you would want to watch. His first YouTube video, I took the screenshot a couple weeks ago. It had 680,000 views in 2 weeks. It is over 1 million now. His first YouTube video, 1 million views. But it does on YouTube. So we'll talk a little bit about that. YouTube Shorts translates to YouTube videos really well now.
I disagree with that.
You're wrong.
Nah, I mean, I've been doing this. I'm not saying that I'm right. I just say I disagree. I've been doing this for 12 years, and I've built so many different pages. And I'm not saying it doesn't work for him. I'm just saying I feel like I disagree that it works for
We'll circle back to it at the end of the talk because I'm going to explain a few other concepts, okay? Okay, so when it comes to short form, this actually does apply just in general. You need some sort of hook, okay? I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna sound a little pseudo and like theoretical, but it's not. It's very, very practical. Do you guys have like an idea of what your audience wants to watch? Okay, now we're talking. Being able to like put yourself in your audience shoes is the biggest superpower content creator have. The same way that being able to put yourself in a customer's shoes is the best power a business can have. If you don't have an idea of what your community wants to see, you're gonna airball a lot of shots. It don't mean you can't airball some shots, you're not gonna hit everything. But having a good hook is a good premise. So like, I'm gonna show some examples of hooks that I think are really good in different ways, and then you can start to think about how you can apply that to your content. The reason why I say that is because when it comes to short form, if you don't have a good hook, you're setting yourself up for failure. You only have a certain amount of time to catch somebody's interest. So what I would like to present is next time you're scrolling short form, next time you're even watching long form YouTube videos, I want you to think about what you're thinking about while you're watching it. What about it specifically is interesting? You will start to pick up a lot of strategies from the stuff you like that you can apply into your own content. Goodness gracious, Pudgy. No shirt, bro? All right. Dub, you can't sit in this front row. You gotta find somewhere else. Just anywhere else. This area clear. Yeah. Hey, quiet down, please. Why you late?
First, I couldn't figure out where this was at.
Okay.
I did my best to find it as quickly as I can, sir. No problem.
So you just been looking for it. You've been just lost.
I even asked the dean.
Hey, listen. This is Professor of the Year of Class of 2025. This is one of the most important classes on our campus. Please listen. You're not in elementary. You see people walking. We don't gotta talk to them waving up in Jordan.
I made it.
We don't gotta be waving at people coming in late.
They came in late. I made sure to
Pay attention, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dean Sinet. If you're really popular on a platform, like some of you guys, like Alyssa, you have a face that people have seen on TikTok a lot, you can use your face as the hook. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of AMP videos, we just use our faces as the hook. So like if, for example, who here is like known for something that, Dub, what are you known for?
Having a son and food now.
Okay, nice. Well, in that instance, you could use your face in certain contexts that apply to that, right? If somebody thinks you're really knowledgeable with money and you're doing a money topic, sometimes your face is gonna be the thing that hooks people. So, you know, it doesn't have to be like a big thumbnail with a fucking red circle, you know? And then like you just have to, we'll explain a little bit later, but it just has to be like an itch that you can hook. So I got a couple examples here. I'm gonna show you the good example first. Hopefully it works. There we go. Yeah, let me turn this motherfucker up.
Well, after making his apologies and claiming that he missed breakpoint, I thought we were done there. But the very next race, I found myself next to him again. This time I'm driving a McLaren and in a tight battle of my own, getting squeezed onto a curb before making a move around the outside of another. Unfortunately, I get a poor exit after he taps me on the rear, putting me into the snapping jaws of the cars behind. Suddenly I find myself defending from 4 different drivers and start weaving to avoid giving a tow.
Okay, so that's an example of that's a very activating short. I can sit down and explain to you guys all the reasons why, the angles, the voiceover, where he threw it to, where he got it back. But then you could compare that, let's short that got like 1 million views, to this short, which is the same concept. Is somebody that crashed into him.
Oh, that's a good example, bro. I thought they're gonna use a face.
You motherfucker. Motherfucker. I make it, I fucked up.
So
that's a bad
it's
example.
the same concept. He did the same thing. They both had the same experience. Somebody hit him. He's playing a racing game, somebody hit him. One guy went through the effort of getting all these cinematic shots, making sure you had no chance for your attention to get lost. Another person just played a clip. There's levels to this.
What if you don't have editing skills like that?
You gotta find editing skills. And so like, I will say, we're gonna get to it in a little bit, but a lot of the skills you hire for are actually things you should know. One, you're gonna know if someone's scamming you, if you know how it's done. But then two, on top of that, if they're not available and for some reason you need to get down and dirty, you should know how to edit a video, you should know how to edit a short, you should know how to do all the things you hire for. That's why I know how to make lotion and shit as a pro caster.
Use angles.
So I would like to say it's not always success, and you always have to be trying stuff. So even the biggest streamers in the building, they miss sometimes. You can do some stuff that doesn't hit all the time, but you should always be applying the principles. So I started a gaming page. In my head, I know what does that mean. The gaming page is at what? 200, it's like at 30,000 subscribers right now. It's performing well, views per video, but I'm not farming subs enough. What should I do in that instance? Lean into shorts. So not only am I posting YouTube shorts consistently now, but I also created a gaming Instagram so I could apply more shorts. And there's actually a pretty good conversion between Instagram Reels and content off platform. Instagram is actually maybe the most underrated thing in content right now.
Instagram.
So let me give you a couple examples of hooks. This is an example of a hook where the caption is what makes you intrigued in the content.
Use Instagram.
I mean, I don't want to sign in, so. I think it's just the internet, to be honest with you. So that click worked, but this click not working. Let me try it again. Brother. There we go. Who's that? Jason? What happened? Okay.
Oh my, Jason is late.
Yeah, so first of all, that's prosthetics. It's not my real forehead. So, okay. Okay, but the premise is that once you read the caption, the bouncer says no hats, you got no choice but to fucking stick around to see why the caption says that. The caption make you want to stay to the end. And you obviously can see the hat, and just, you know, it's implied that I'm going to review the hat. But by the time you finish it, you're like, damn, that was so crazy. Maybe I watch it again. Now you loop somebody. Now you get mad watch time. Feel me? So this is an example of an Instagram reel that we posted like last week that performed pretty well. Yeah, what's that?
So a lot of my videos have POV, like you're 27 and single, so you're going on a solo date.
What game are you gonna play next?
Do you think
Oh, after this,
that's
I think I'm just gonna take some lessons
It's
today.
impossible to answer without knowing your audience. It's like super audience
I'm gonna
specific.
just
I would have
watch
to look at
some
your
streamer
audience
you
and see why
lessons,
something may or may not hit.
and
Because something that hit for you might not hit for the
later
next person.
I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest later. Then I'll be sparking up stream again. Then play. What do you call that? I think I'm gonna play Roblox and another horror game. So I just posted on TikTok. There's a new horror. I played horror game few days ago. Like, I'm not answering. It's Paula. I'm gonna show you some clips. Mom, are you sure? This is the game. This is a Fear to Fatal. Oh, mama. I'm so sorry, honey. Everything's gonna go. It is a good game. Mom, are you sure? Are you 100% sure? If that's not Paula, shit, it's Paula at the door. Mom, so sorry. Everything's gonna be okay. Look at it. Oh, oh. Why is it open? But yeah, alright. Dude, play Resident? Oh, not yet. But I'll add that on my list. Hey, out there. I haven't played that. Even one Resident Evil 1, any Resident Evil, I haven't tried it. Well, let's get back to the class first, Jen.
Say you're in gaming. There's really no planet you shouldn't be on TikTok. You could type in gaming, you could click the 3 dots, you can click filter, you can go by like count, and you can go this week or this month. If you don't know what's popping in your genre, in your field on TikTok, in the last 2 weeks, you genuinely don't care about your job. That's what it feels like, because if this was any other context, you would pay attention. If you were an athlete, you would kind of pay attention to the stuff you put in your body. If you're a streamer, you should pay attention to the content that's performing. This is part of the job. Yeah, can we quiet down, please? So if you haven't been doing it, make it a habit. In fact, what I like to do is I literally create a separate TikTok, a separate YouTube, where the only thing I do on it is research. So the algorithm specifically feeds me interesting, unique, creative stuff because that's the only thing I consume on it. So I don't watch my usual videos on there. I specifically use it just to see what's hitting, what's working. Not just for stuff in your bubble. Genuinely, you'll have so many bangers if you start looking at other bubbles. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting though. Like there are French streamers with 40,000 live viewers that you've never heard of. There are Spanish viewers with 50,000 live viewers you've never heard of. It's not that they're not big, they're just not in your bubble. There's a lot of stuff happening. It's not happening in this bubble. You guys are in this Stream University bubble. It's mad shit happening in the world. If you're not paying attention to all of it, you're missing out tremendously.
So, like, who are your favorite underrated streamers or creators that a lot of people don't know about, but that you're like, they're fucking raw and they have a lot of potential?
Alyssa, I think she's fire over there. Suburb's hilarious. Chibu didn't make it here. I wish she got picked, but Chibu's really funny to me.
Okay, so not me. Okay.
Not me. Okay. Did you want me to say you? Okay. You're pretty great too. Yeah. Yeah, I love your content. Yeah.
What about this guy?
All right, so I would like to say, there's a good, okay, certain things you can't learn without trying. It's facts, right? I mean, sure, somebody could tell it to you, but sometimes actually experiencing it hits harder. So the YouTube Shorts to YouTube videos is undefeated. First of all, YouTube Shorts is just the best way to get subs on YouTube, okay? And you might be saying, like, this is Stream University, why are you talking about YouTube and short form so much? It is impossible to grow as a streamer, okay? I don't know if you fucking noticed. You will not grow as a streamer by streaming more hours. In fact, you won't even grow as a streamer by making good content. You will only grow as a streamer if you're making good content and people can see it on all the platforms. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how funny your clip was today. If niggas not clipping it on Twitter and the TikTok's not sharing it, then, I mean, nobody saw it. Your audience saw it, but they're already watching you. You feel me? So get in the habit of trying to share some of the stuff that's happening, not just on stream. The grind is not just more hours on stream. This is very prehistoric mindset, okay? The grind is having a moment and then finding ways to share it with everybody. So streaming, you essentially now are a content creator. You're not a streamer no more. It's a full-on content creator. What's that?
So how do you, like, do it as to, like, you said that people are in their own bubbles. How do you, like, get out of those bubbles? Like, for instance, Steve, right? He has a big fan base because he gets out of his bubble. So how do you make it so you're
How do you get out of your bubble? You just have to make an effort to consume different types of content that you may not particularly be interested in. It could be in a different language, it could be in a different font, but you just have to make a serious effort to, you won't leave it by accident. If you let your algorithm, it'll keep you in that bubble because that's the stuff you like. You just have to start consuming different things. That'll be on you, low-key, to just, teach your algorithm a little bit.
I got a question.
What's that?
Why you think Kai only posts his shorts on YouTube but don't post them videos on Instagram Reels?
I think I don't know. He's been talking about starting on Reels. Yeah, he's just been off for a while, focusing on other stuff. So, but just because somebody doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad strategy, it's kind of just what works for you. Being everywhere for the average streamer works. I will also say, sometimes things apply to the biggest streamers that's not gonna apply to you. Like, it might only work for them because they're them. You get what I'm saying? So, like, take it with a grain of salt when you see a really, really big streamer doing something. It might not always work. It's worth trying stuff, though, but it might not always work. Instagram Reels is OP. Are you who's posting on Instagram Reels here? Wise. Bro, if you are not, brother, how do I tell you, right?
It's a big deal.
Let me tell you how remember TikTok 3 years ago? That is Instagram Reels today. And especially if you have an existing audience on Instagram, it's crack.
Oh, thank you,
Way
girl.
faster.
Appreciate
Not just on
for
Instagram, but
coming
it just
by.
shares shit so well. Jeremiah.
Have a great day at work, bro. Stay safe, bro.
You can, it depends on your niche. I would say probably don't post more than 1 or 2 times. But
have a
there's
great
some
day.
people
Have a
that
great
post
day,
4 or
bro.
5 times. It just depends on your niche.
Appreciate
Some niches
you, bro.
are a lot more acceptable to spam post. Some niches you could deadass post the same video every week for like the rest of the year.
The fuck? Oh, I got electrocuted.
You can. You can. Like if enough time passes and a clip hit, I already post it.
The fuck we did? Larger line.
Content for unoriginal content. If it gets clipped,
Oh.
my clipper send me the clip.
Okay, it's OP if you do not.
Okay, I will say, so all the social platforms don't like clipping culture. It's true, okay? And there is probably going to get nerfed at some point, most likely. They consider it unoriginal because it is technically not an original piece of content. The original piece of content is happening on stream.
This is fake content.
No, I understand that, but it's still not original. Like you did it somewhere else.
We are learning here.
So we don't know how long this meta is going to exist for. But while it's here, we might as well take full advantage of it. You know?
True.
This is a crazy
IG
level of
Reels, TikTok. I don't know, so Facebook.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing, gang. I'm already knowing.
Facebook Reels, really? Oh, hell no. But I'm just gonna like Facebook.
Yes, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, so this is like a good concept that I think everybody deserves to understand. A lot of people think the clip hit because it got views. All right, who here has had a clip that went viral and then nothing happened because of it? All right, this is common. Not like it didn't result in anything. Like it was a moment, then it passed. You know what I'm saying?
Like it went viral and you ain't make no money from it?
Money, like it didn't transition to no views on the socials. I want you to pay attention to this and let me know what you notice.
Entire stream room into a big ball pit. It was a lot of fun. But I left the house for a couple hours and balls have been pouring out.
And promotion.
And you might think to yourself, like, how bad could it possibly be, Agent? It can't be that fucking bad.
Okay, so we always should promote streaming. Oh, I know this. I know this clip.
Chris. Nah, here at the time he
No
doesn't care. He's doing something else. But if you notice in that clip,
check out Fluff.
your first thought is gonna be like, damn. Well, first of all, your
Been
first thought is
streaming
kind
a
of
lot
bad.
of
But then the
good
second thought is gonna be,
content,
well, he does
especially cat
that's a pretty
games,
crazy
animal
thing to do
games.
on stream.
Little
You know what I'm saying?
nightmares. He did
The
like, she's
clip
been playing
is
that game.
actually
So
useful to
follow
you if
Fluff
it
Chat.
makes people think I should show up to the stream. Oh, there's some cool things that happen on that stream. If you collect enough of those, they will genuinely start to show up to more of those streams. Here's a second example of the same thing. Is it gonna let me click this extra day?
And watch. Okay.
So you're gonna watch this clip and you're gonna think to yourself, oh, he's doing a 48-hour stream. Maybe I should tune into it. So your clip should naturally make people want to come to the content. You know what I'm saying? In fact, usually before I do a marathon, I'll at least do some sort of simple TikTok saying like, yo, I'm surviving in the Amazon for 48 hours. So the point is that clips can get views, that's cool. But the clips should get views and make people think, damn, I should show up to this. You know what I'm saying? So if your clip got views and it makes people think this guy's a fucking asshole, then it didn't do you much good. In fact, it probably did you some harm. There's gonna be some mad people on Twitter and shit that just think you're a way that you're probably not. All right. Okay. Okay.
How's your day so far? Go.
Yeah, let's hear a question.
And we'll. It's afternoon there, right? Still afternoon. Hope you have a great day. Bro. Just restart at this point. Nah, it's not restyling. It's called stock knowledge, bro.
We could talk about the actor because being able, that's a very D's topic, but some of these concepts will help. Being able to apply short form and then what we'll talk about a little bit later, these will help, okay? All right, when it comes to understanding content, this is gonna sound like the simplest thing you heard today, but on God, half the room's not doing it, okay? A lot of people have the balls to do this part right here. You hit the live button, all right? And that's actually a big first step. A lot of people think about it, they actually don't hit the live button. But then after that, a lot of people skip this part. They fill it out, but they don't actually look. They don't actually see what the chat was saying. They don't see what the numbers was doing. They don't actually analyze the content to see if it performed. But sometimes they do. And then they still don't do this part, which is make the actual adjustment. What this looks like is, do we have any gamers in here that do gaming content? Right? Let's say you playing Valorant. All right? Boom, you just did the content. You analyze the content. You know your stream doesn't like Valorant. Okay? Maybe it's falling out. Just watch now. We don't know. Okay? You
Content,
actually
analyze content.
aren't making the adjustment. I've seen it so many times where it's like people are sabotaging themselves because there's something they want to do and it's technically not in line with what their chat wants to see. You streaming. At the end of the day, when you stream, you either entertain or inform. So if you're an informative nigga, then you could, spew the knowledge, share, help people. But if you're an entertainer, you actually genuinely have to entertain. If you're doing something niggas don't want to see, you're not entertaining. You're actually just selfishly entertaining yourself. But which is okay if you don't care about growth. But if we're here to talk about growth and you want to grow,
Are you
it has to
working right
look
now,
like
or
this and genuinely making that adjustment.
Are you off? Are you on your day off right now?
Like not doing Valorant. Like trying something
Commit to
else. You
it
have to
as well.
explore. While things are going well, you have to explore so that if things don't go well with that anymore, you adjust.
Guys, chat, go reload. Do you know, everyone chat, do you know what time right now here? It's 12:30 a.m. and I'm still wide awake. Cause I wanna learn. I want to attend this online class, Streamer University, because this would really, I know for sure I'm gonna gain some knowledge here. It's 12:30 right now, and that's a fact.
Yeah, so if you want to do games that you think have the same audience as that one, and try and create some appeal into that game. So what game do you play? So you maybe like, I mean, Overwatch would be a shitty game to go to, but essentially,
you've played on.
I appreciate it. So essentially, you want to find a game that has a similar audience and try and create the most high appeal.
The most cursed game that I played is the recent horror game that I played, The Fear to Fathom. Oh my god, that psychological horror game. I mean, yeah, Fear to Fathom, Home Alone, bro. That psychological game, psychological horror game, bro, that fucked me up.
It's gonna pull. So it's a little bit of strategy to it. But a lot of what's going to work for that is being able to see what other people did. Back when I was making 2K content, there was a few people that pivoted away from 2K content. And I studied the...
Now, for the record chat, I don't really like horror games. And I'm not really scared, but I do get easily jump scared. So, due to public demand, my chat wants me to play horror game. So that's why I have a episode I have a series doing like Homer gonna try all 3 horror games on Steam. So I already tried 2 games already. You sure you ain't scared? I mean, I just get easily jump scared, bro. Jump scared is different from being scared. And that's a fact, bro.
You could identify what something is, it's easier to identify with it. Like,
jump scared, different.
If I say Easy's a really nice person, I like watching streamers that give me a good vibe. Now I know that's the type of content that I like. You have to be identifiable. Being in a niche makes that a little easy. It's not necessary, but it genuinely helps. Let me give you some examples. Jinxie, we talked a little bit about him a second ago. He grew exclusively on Rainbow Six. He wouldn't touch another fucking game, right? Now he can play whatever game he wants. He could have went IRL. He could have did a whole lot of shit. He wasn't into that. Dashie is another good example. I don't know how many OGs here know Dashie. He's one of my favorite content creators. Before he ever had a gaming channel, he had a voiceover skit channel. And he dominated. He had millions of subscribers. It wasn't until he dominated that field, he pivoted to something else. You'll see a lot in entertainment. 50 Cent dominate music, right? Then he's like, oh, what do I want to do next? I'm bored. Now he goes into film. He dominates film. Now you can do next. Be transitioning out of the niche before you conquered it. You can, but there's going to be a trough where things look a little ugly. You know, money slow down, views slow down. You could do that. I've seen it happen. Ron is a good example, right? Where Ron had a dip, but then he was good enough to where he was able to bring it back. And now, like, I saw him at 110,000 people at 4 a.m. yesterday. So it doesn't mean you can't pivot out of niches. Sometimes niches scare people because you think, oh, I'm a creative soul. I don't want to do one thing. I don't want to be in a box. Sometimes the box is nice. And just so you know, even when you don't think you're in a box, you just happen to be in a big box. Everybody's in a box.
Suggest me some horror
Duke and Speed, good examples of NBA 2K content creators that grew to the peaks in their games before they transitioned and did other stuff. Duke doing lifestyle stuff, and Speed obviously doing IRL streaming. Okay, this is like pretty practical. The biggest streamers are doing it, and it's not a secret. The guy that's synonymous with YouTube is streaming on Twitch. The guy that's synonymous with Twitch is now streaming on YouTube. It's not an accident. Like, they're watching what's happening and they're making adjustments. Streaming exclusively to a platform that's not paying you is just like, that's kind of like only playing on PlayStation, but you could afford an Xbox and a PC. Like you can, but you're gonna miss out on some stuff. So you might as well stream on all of it. We're on YouTube and Twitch right now.
Silent Hill.
You can do that too. A lot of people do that too.
I can't touch that game, bro.
Yeah. It's just like the issue with TikTok.
Last
You
time,
make it one time, you're out of there.
I watched
Yeah.
some
So
games
that's-
like that.
for me,
I
it's
know
like-
that's the co-op game, co-op horror game, right?
Nah,
And
it's right.
I think that's a good horror game. But Silent Hill, fuck.
Kai's niche. Early days, Kai did a lot of prank content, ding dong ditches and stuff like that. He was on campus. He was doing a lot of like datey type of style content. Then he was with us in A&P, and then he started doing like IRL content. So like everyone kind of starts a niche. Kai's a little bit of a hybrid though. I wouldn't say he was in a clear niche. Yes.
I switched my niche fully.
That's good. And you.
I used to be hot tubs with girls. I was like slapping ass.
Yo, quiet down. Everybody listen to him.
I always raise girls, mad bitches, slapping ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit.
We don't call girls
No, he's good. He's not talking to you though.
Yeah, I switched to all dude content, and I chill with the bros and have fun.
Really? You can't touch. I can't touch Silent. Especially
Alright.
the remake. I
In
think
this
that's a
stage,
remake, right?
if you have under 250,000 followers,
Schoolgirl.
it's gonna be tempting to stream more, to come up with stream ideas. I
Schoolgirl.
promise, you need more short form ideas. This is what your day should
Schoolgirl.
look like. You should genuinely be
Zombie
spending
or
60%
Ghost.
of your day on short form. This is not exaggeration.
right now.
This is not shock value. In fact, it might be a fucking understatement. I would dedicate maybe 40% of your time to streaming, 60% of your time to shorts. If you don't have a shorts person, that's okay. Make him yourself.
Is that clips?
Streaming
Yes,
for
yes,
the
shorts, TikTok, IG Reels, all that, yes. It could be whatever, as long as people post it. Yeah, because shorts barely make any money anyway. All right, so this is, okay, I'm gonna do this for every stage just so you guys get a sense, because I know hiring is like a little bit of like nobody talks about it. But this is what my team looks like. So I have an operations guy. Yeah, he's in the tone suit. We got creative and camera, Marcus, but he's a club director. Operations like get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, we actually needed the stand built. He's getting a stand built. We need this for stream. We have this idea. Let's pull this off. He's the one that makes ideas. Like he gets the physical things to make the ideas happen, right? Tech. If you do, who does like a lot of IRL streams primarily? All right. There's a world where you might eventually need a tech person. Like if you start going to Amazon to survive, and you know you have all these sets you want to create, and you have all these segments. There's a world where it might be helpful to have a tech person, but not at this stage. A manager, this is the person, manager or agent, they want to get you deals. They help you with stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like from time to time, day-to-day things as well. Assistant, I know it sounds like assistant is like a luxury, but if you're making like over $1 million a year, I don't know how many people here, I don't want to pocket watch everybody, but you will hire an assistant and you will go, oh my God, I've saved myself so much time. What are you going to do with that time? Put it back into the content. But so you're making way more than you paying an assistant because you freed up your time. So assistants, I know it seems like an extra, but genuinely is probably one of the more functional roles, but not yet. A channel manager / editor, they can help with shorts, but primarily these are people running your YouTube channel. You don't necessarily need that yet. Shorts, this is actually the main thing I would suggest. If you do have some extra bread and you're looking to grow as a streamer, this is the main thing I would try to invest in, okay? And then accountants and lawyers, once you get to a point, people sue you for everything. So you might potentially need one, but not at this stage. So next stage, this is like a little bit of the middle ground. In this stage, YouTube is the game. If you do not start doing YouTube.
Right now, we're on agents class right now. We're listening on Streamer University online class.
Every time you do a stream, you're not just thinking clips, you're thinking, hold on, what's the video, what's the thumbnail and title gonna look like? How am I gonna post it? Feel me? And this is gonna be a big part of your distribution. One thing you'll learn once you get good at YouTube, YouTube's ceiling is significantly higher than every other platform by a long shot. Like I want to talk about it. If you want to be a huge content creator and you're not on YouTube, you're not that big. It's just that simple. Even if you look at Kai before he started co-streaming, his Kaizenat Live channel is pulling millions of views per video. All of the biggest streamers have huge YouTube presences. That's not an accident. So not only does it have the highest ceiling, you stand to make the most money from long-form content. Your appeal is a lot more global. In Twitch, Kick, and even YouTube streaming culture, it's very bubbly, right? Your audience is gonna be people that's American, maybe speak English, maybe potentially more black. But on YouTube, it's like everybody watches it, everybody. And when I meet people that I'm like, damn, I wouldn't have expected you to watch my content, they actually don't watch the streams, they usually watch the YouTube, okay? And the good thing about YouTube is there's no end. It can eat 24/7. You go to sleep, you wake up, the video got more views. So when you create content that's evergreen, you're not just winning while you're live. You're just winning 24/7. Yeah. So I want to give you an example. If you guys have a Ludwig class at some point, please block in. This is Notro, one of the best executors of YouTube content. I want you guys to really lock in. I mean, try and analyze the first minute of this video.
That's how many people have bought Magic Chameleon. For reference, that is more than Mario Kart World did in the first few months it came out. Magic Chameleon only came out a few weeks ago. In fact, it's more than Street Fighter 6 has done in 3 years, and it's more people than subscribers I have, and that's a free button to press that I want you to press now. But it got me thinking. It's a lot of fun to play with your friends and pick a cringe spot if you want to win, or maybe just do a funny spot that usually doesn't end up working out. But what if you had actual professionals, aka artists? How would they do? To find out, I employed the help of my good friend Squeaks to be static hunters, and we would chase down.
Okay, so I will. If you look through YouTube, there's probably not a single video that any of you guys did that. He's just the best executor I know. And the crazy part is like, Ludwig is not like a Kai Cenat Speed. Like, obviously, no disrespect, but he's pulling numbers like them on YouTube. This is not an accident. That's a gaming video. He could have just started with the start of the game. Instead, he did this whole post commentary. He played music in the background. He was cutting, zooming to things. You're visually stimulated. But then the words he's saying is hooking you. What do you mean I'm playing with professional artists? That's just a good concept. Not only did he get the good concept, the thumbnail and the title, the packaging is good. Once you click on it, he's hooking you. So you're like, damn, not only did he give me context in case I don't know what the game is, but now I'm hooked. I want to know what the best people do. He's visually showing the painting. It's like maximum stimulation, and then there's going to be the release where the game starts, but now you're hooked. You get what I'm saying? So when you want to look at mastering YouTube, mastering hooks in long form, I genuinely don't know if there's a better person than Ludwig to do that. And then here are some examples of good thumbnails. So, dumbest spots in Mecha Chameleon. Simple title, you know, a circle and an arrow. Couldn't be that hard. But when you put yourselves in the audience shoes, you're scrolling through, you're gonna be like, where? I don't see anything. Boom, that's it. Where? I don't see anything. Let me click the video. That looks like a crazy spot, right? This is the Ash Out video. Ash is one of my favorite YouTubers and now streamers. And this is one of his funniest videos. I took a racist to the most dangerous hood in America. And not only was the content phenomenal, it was like a double prank where like he was frying people. It was like a really, really good video. But on top of that, this guy looks petrified and he's surrounded by people that you can make context of or in the hood. It's just a good video. So you should be looking when you're watching streams, when you're watching YouTube videos, don't just click the thumbnail. What about the thumbnail made you want to click it? If you're not asking yourself that question, you actually are just zombie consuming content. You actually haven't learned nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, who here has a passion outside of streaming?
So my goal is to attend at least 3 online classes today. So I already attend a job class, so that's one. Then this is the second one, which is Agent 00. Then I'll be attending one more class.
Film. Now you want to analyze the lighting and why they frame it like that. And oh, who did the score and the music? If you're not thinking like that as a streamer, is it really a passion? I'm telling you, like you should be looking at it and be like, damn, he went crazy, she went crazy. What made that so appealing to me? You will learn so much by simply asking that question.
For your YouTube video, for your YouTube channel, can you use a better plate to have like highly edited videos like on some like Ludwig stuff?
Zombie what?
If it's peak content and you could afford it, I would say yes.
No, it's not zombie, not zombie.
We didn't do that, no. No, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I used the Ludwig example. I can do better.
Job,
yeah.
Agent 00 and one more.
Then I would have them arrange it in a way. But it doesn't have to look that crazy. Sometimes it could just be a cliffhanger, right? Of like the most interesting part that complements the title and the thumbnail, and then the video starts. You don't have to be crazy well edited like that, but take those steps in that direction. It's gonna help a lot. Okay.
Do you usually stay this calm, or is today just like, oh no, gold? Because usually if I do night stream, I'm really calm and a little bit more quieter. Because there's people here right now that were sleeping, and I don't wanna disturb them. So that's why I do 2 streams. Nighttime will be night stream. Usually is chill, more quieter, more calm stream, Then in morning stream, I do morning stream as well, so that's much more chaotic and more louder. You feel me? So that's why this is the kind of voice I'm using right now, because there's people sleeping. So yeah.
You want to spend time making things happen, operations, coming up with segments, thinking of things that are higher appeal, more interesting, right? You want to spend 5% of your time on business, reaching out to brands, building relationships. Cool. This is the stuff that we're going to get into a little bit later. It's going to fund some of the stuff you do. And then also, you want to be spending a good amount on long form. But if you have a channel manager, you won't have to spend too much in this area. If you don't have a channel manager, it might look a little bit thicker. Okay? And now we're getting to the 750 to 1 million range. Do I gotta like pinch it? Is that why it does that? Am I slow? Okay. All right. In this range, congratulations. You can finally stream more, okay? Which might always be a good thing. Sometimes you don't want to be a volume streamer doing 12 hours a day. It's a burnout. But in this, if you want to think to yourself, what, like, let me give you a couple examples. Like, in this context, let's use Lacey for an example. Lacey has a channel manager, he has editors, he has managers, he has all that stuff. There's really no reason why he can't maximize his time streaming, here and even after here. So like, as a really big streamer, it makes sense to dive more of your time into streaming. That's gonna result in more clips, that's gonna result in more revenue, that's gonna result in a better connection with your community. But I wouldn't pre this before you did all the other stuff. Building the community exclusively on the streaming platform is very, very challenging. So if the goal is growth, spending time off platform first is the best way to do it. All right, couple fun facts. We talked about it earlier. Co-stream everything, please, for the love of God. If you guys want to reach out to a certain content creator, Instagram is actually the best way to do that. On your story, at them, it shows up in their notifications, and most of the content creators I know look through that. So even if, and you'll see it, they'll be in your views. So like if there's something you want to say to somebody, don't spam it, obviously. But like, that's probably, if I knew like there's one way I want to reach somebody, I literally put up a story and then add somebody. You can literally privately do it too, so they're the only ones that see it. But if you want to specifically make sure someone specifically sees something, that's the best way to do it. Twitch stories are very underrated.
England
I actually don't use them. Kai, the one that told me this last week. And he used them for every stream. You know what I'm saying? If there's a stream he wants to hype up, Twitch stories send a notification to your Twitch followers. So now they know when the stream is going to happen. That's elite. Instagram communities, super underrated, especially if your community is already on Instagram. I know Twitter comms are leaving soon, so if you're looking for an alternative, I made an Instagram community.
I'm rooting for England though.
And the more you study, the more you win. I promise. If you are not studying, you will win less. This is facts. You can be the most entertaining person in the room, but if you are not paying attention and studying the content that's performing on your channel and on others, you will be limiting yourself. This is factual. In this section, you want to spend a large percentage of, can we quiet down, please? In this section, you want to spend a larger percentage of time on strategy. What direction are we headed? What's some fire shit I can do for the summer? What's the rollout going to be like? You know what I'm saying? You want to spend a large portion of your time streaming. The streaming is the top funnel. You go live, the clips eat on socials, you post it on the YouTube. The more you stream, the more content gets disseminated everywhere. You want to spend a good amount on the business side. Ideally, you don't have to do too much. You've got managers and agents and things like that nature.
Line of defense
and then,
for FIFA World Cup.
10% is now managing.
Spain versus Argentina.
You actually have to manage people, and you can arrange it however you want. It genuinely really depends on the type of content you do. My content is really variety. We use some IRL, some gaming. We do a little bit of everything. So this is the layout that I found was compact enough to where like, it's not too much people, because then you got to travel with everybody and stuff like that. But it's like you're not bottlenecked. I don't have to think to myself, oh my God, I wish we had another hand. You know what I'm saying? So the teams are super specific to the content that you do. There's no ideal formula. I would always recommend, if you know a bigger streamer, ask them.
Always
Before I made a hire, called Ludwig.
Appreciate for joining. Always joining and showing love on my stream.
Because everybody has a different formation. You want to see which formation might make sense for you.
I got a question. So, as you can tell, you have all those members on the team. Do you have them specifically work on that task, or is it like a team thing? Where
It's a team thing. Everybody helps everybody.
Where you find these people? Wait, can you say that again?
Everybody helps everybody. Yeah. If someone only does one thing, they're a little useless. Yeah. Yeah, like today, for example, my channel manager is doing some clips. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like everybody helps everybody.
I also believe that like.
You talking to him?
No.
Okay.
He's the goat.
Okay.
But I would just say like I personally tell people that it's also also good to know a little bit of certain other people's jobs just in case
Mhm.
we have multiple.
100%. Yes. He's not even a cameraman. He used to run operations. So, but he could also run camera.
So where you find these people?
Referrals usually for me. I'll ask people.
How long do you think you go through trial and error?
Streamer locked in.
Like, people could say they do things, but work ethic and.
Go. We are learning because I really want to improve my.
We could talk about that off stream because
Streaming,
okay, let me
content,
give you an example.
filming.
As you grow in streaming, you're gonna want to take certain risks. And now we're talking a little bit about money. So I need everyone to pay attention. I know money sounds like the thing you do to get Ferraris, but this is not true. Money is the thing that's gonna make your ideas come to life. Some of you guys have some really big ideas, some things you want to try, but you can't put a trigger. Why? Because it's a huge fucking risk. Certain risks are worth taking, others aren't. I'm gonna give you two examples. This is a risk that had paid off for me. So, first time I went to the Arctic, first of all, I bet my chat that I could survive in the Arctic. They said, no, you can't. I said, all right, bet. Yeah, I booked a trip, and I knew I was probably gonna lose money. Across flights, the north is super expensive, et cetera, et cetera. We'll get into the expenses, but it made some money though. On the YouTube, the video actually performed really well, so I was able to get almost $7,000. And then the actual Twitch stream event got $17,000.
Online friends.
Which sounds good.
Any
A couple
online
interesting
games.
factors though. 2 years ago, this number would have said 50,000. So ads are down. And it's not because I'm running less ads, it's just that's just the nature of Twitch. Twitch doesn't currently have a system where they could have higher CPMs and lower CPMs like YouTube. So overall, ads are just lower than they are. I know that going into it. That's part of the risk.
Crazy.
So I'm making anything from like, what, $24,000 on this. All I had to do is not spend $24,000 and I at least don't lose money on the idea I'm really passionate about. Yes. So here are the expenses. So between the hotels, flights, clothing, car rentals, and camping supplies, luckily, on that day I made money. Now, we're not accounting for obviously like staff expenses and stuff like that and how much time we dedicated. We could have spent on anything else, opportunity costs. This is just what we spent. On this opportunity, for me, it's okay to lose money if it's going to get eyes in your direction. For me, the Arctic was a solo thing I tried that I genuinely believed in. I really wanted to challenge myself. And so if I lost money, I lost money. But let me try my best to maximize, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about the best way to do that in a second. But this is an opportunity that worked out. Let me give you an example of an opportunity that did not work out. So this time I'm co-streaming. I make $2,000 off the YouTube. I'm making $3,000 off the video. So this is the stream, this is the video, and I'm making $16,000 off the Twitch. It's not a bad shout, but this time we're not in the Arctic, we're in the Amazon. Things are a lot more expensive and a lot more remote. And the expenses looked a little bit different. So this is an example of a bet that financially didn't pay off, but content-wise went ballistics. These are worth doing. If you can afford to eat it, these are worth doing. And you might be asking yourself the question of, okay, how can we reduce the risk of doing some of these big events? Boom, ads, but not the ones you see on Twitch and YouTube, the sponsors that people pay for. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Who here reached out to brands before coming to Stream University? 8 people. I was talking to Malik, she showed me, she messaged 50 brands. Half of them responded. I'm talking like Target responded. You know what I'm saying? You're at Stream University. This is the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying? You not reaching out to Samsung and DJI and Fortnite to see if potentially they might be interested in supporting something you want to do. So I literally reached out to all the brands that I know, and Fortnite came back and said they want to do something to help some students. So we will actually be finding 2 streamers that have not had a brand deal before to do their first brand deal with me a little bit later today. Okay? But like, I could have said nothing. I could have not asked. You know, we're thinking, okay, agent, well, you know some brands, so that doesn't count. You've done 10 epic deals before, so that's a little bit of a cheat code. This is true, but let me give you some examples on how to get some of these brand deals. And then I'm gonna walk you through how I'm gonna execute the Fortnite one, and we're gonna pick some students to do it before we end class here today, okay? So back when I was a wee little lad and I haven't blown up on YouTube, there was a website called FameBit. It's like you had to apply for ads. I think the Stream Elements has it now. FameBit got bought by YouTube. Now it's called YouTube Brand Connect. If you guys are on YouTube, you've probably heard of it through there. Brand Connect. So it's YouTube's platform where you could apply for ads. Essentially, if I wanted money, I would see a scale on the website. I'd say, I want to advertise this scale. This is how I'm going to do it. I send them a little paragraph or 2. This is pre-AI, so you have to know how to write. And then you send submit, and you get a brand deal. I just reached out. At the time I was broke, I was looking for anything. $250 to sell a scale to 10,000 people, I'll do that, gang, all right? I need some bread, I was broke on campus at the time. That's just reaching out. The second thing, have you tried asking them? No, seriously though. You are completely underestimating how much. I have talked to brands that have literally told me.
Don't be shy to ask.
We only work with the biggest streamers. I've talked to brands where they said we only work with the small creators. We like doing small deals. We don't want to do anything too big. If you are not asking, you are selling yourself short. Third is management. You'll get a lot of inbound deals, right? For me, there's a lot of deals that come in. Honestly, Epic is a lot of them. Where like they'll reach out to your management and say, do you have any gamers in your roster that are interested in doing this brand deal? So if you can find some good management, it's a whole separate conversation. You will get some brand deals through that. Develop relationships. I had a brand deal a month ago where all I had to do was show them that I actually use a product. I pulled the laptop out. I was like, I use this. It got me a second brand deal. Building relationships. Once you do a brand deal, chopping it up with the people that was there. Saying hi, telling them some of your ideas, getting to know them a little bit. This is how you spin back. You don't want to be one and done type of guy, okay?
You're learning.
And then obviously proof of concept. Streamer University, it had like some big support from brands, stuff like that last year. But did you see that page where he showed all the brands this year? He proved it worked. So even though it's Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers, and this is one of his biggest ideas, he still had to prove, even Kai had to prove his idea worked before our brands were willing to jump in and help. And now that they know it works and they love the concept of it, exactly. So this also means like if you have a big idea, sometimes you got to bite the bullet and go to the Amazon and lose $20,000 because next time you might be able to make some money on it. Okay, so I will say, and I'm going to use the Fortnite example to kind of walk you guys through what you should and shouldn't do. I'm even going to show you the brief if you guys haven't seen it before on like what they'll usually send you and what the communication looks like. The first question you do when you get a brand deal, please ask this question, please. What would be a successful integration for you? If you do not know what they want, you will struggle to do a successful one. This is just facts. So the first question I asked Fortnite, what looks good to y'all? Like, what would you like to see happen? And they're trying to promote the sprites. So, they're all around campus and stuff like that. Okay, boom. They want to focus on sprites. What about the sprites? Oh, the fact that you could trade them, the fact that you could own them, they're permanent now. It's a new season. Each one has different things. Some of them are really rare, hard to get. Okay, cool. I'm learning all this. I'm farming information. Because when the brands trust you, they're going to let you cook on your stream. They're going to pay you to just creatively integrate it into the content that you're making already.
This is the ad for them.
Correct. And the ad I do with the 2 students later will be the actual ad for them. But like, if they don't trust you because you've never done it before, sometimes it's harder to get that. Has anybody worked with a brand that was a little bit like, they wouldn't let you do what you wanted to do. They wanted to do it their way. It sucks sometimes. It happens. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. It's not a good experience. But when you can find brands that trust you to just cook up. You feel me? And don't sell, bro. Because when you sell, they're going to look at me next time like I'm a sell. Because they're going to be like, streamers, they don't do brand deals well. So when you do a good brand deal, you put on for everybody else. You make them way more likely to spread the wealth upon anybody else. So you want to ask that first question. Then you want to ask a second question. What are the talking points? This is important because sometimes it's going to be hard to fit the talking points into the thing you're doing. And if that is the case, it's cool to say no. So I'm going to show you an example of the deliverables in the brief. And I'm going to walk you through, like, this is what the brands will send you when you get a brand deal. What I like to do is I put it on a side monitor. You know what I'm saying? You'll have the talking points and you'll have all the facts. The first thing they're going to do is explain the thing that they're promoting. If it's a game like Epic, Fortnite, it's going to be a new season. New season, new fun stuff. This the fun stuff. Look, they got sprites. What do? All right, well, they're rare and they got this and we're going to have them all across campus. But for this, you're going to give away a couple brand deals. Okay, that's awesome. Where can you get them? They're going to tell you where you get them.
Lay out what you're going to do on a sponsor.
If you do not understand the thing you're trying to sell, you will do such a bad job. I have met so many streamers that don't look through the brief. They get on there, they're doing a brand deal, they don't know what they're talking about. And it could be kind of like funny in a comedic way, but...
So sponsorship, when you're getting sponsors, having a plan, or a brief plan on how you're gonna do the brand deal, you need to, because planning is everything.
The game, play it, try it. If it's some IRL thing, get the product. Try the product before you say yes to some of these things. It's worth actually testing it. And so obviously last night I'm looking through this, making sure I understand how everything works. And then obviously I'm gonna break this down to whoever we end up picking here today. But you want to understand how they work, where you get them. You got to extract them. Okay, there's certain concepts you got to extract them before you die. Otherwise, you lose them. They're permanent this time. They've had them in the past. Okay, now we got the stream requirements. Okay, a lot of this stuff is pretty simple. But if you do not do them, they will text you during the ad, really upset. Okay, because for some of these things, you can get sued. So the title has to include Fortnite sprites. Okay, this is what we're doing. Include Fortnite sprites in the title. Okay, and the disclosure, FTC disclosure, you have to tell people, yo, this is a sponsor segment. Okay, this is a sponsor segment, and this is, by the way, guys, a sponsor segment. Okay, and you want to do that on stream too. Now, I'll be honest, you probably can't get away with it if you're a small streamer, but the bigger you get, genuinely, they will be on your butt if you do not do that part. And honestly, just for your stream too, it's good so people know when they're being So for this one, it's actually pretty compact. Sometimes they'll have panels in your Twitch. Sometimes they'll have a pinned comment. Sometimes they'll have different deliverables. It's all part of the package that you're selling to them when you're getting the actual brand deal. Okay? And so this is the part that I would usually have
up. So you need to tell them this is a sponsor
I know it looks like a lot, but it really isn't. They're just explaining what the sprites do, the specific sprites with different rarities, what they're called, and what different things is. So like the Mythic Sprite deploys a shield bubble every time you're using a healing item. So you want to memorize everything in the bullet points, okay? But if you forget them, you know what I'm saying, in between games, stuff like that, take a look, remind yourself. You should understand how they work, but sometimes they send mad talking points, so it's not always the easiest to follow along with, but don't forget this part, bro. It's way harder to build. It's way easier to maintain a relationship and do mad brand deals with the same brand than to find new brands every time. And there's not a ton of brands. There's only a certain amount spending a good amount on streams, so you want to pay attention to those and focus on those. In fact, to the point where if I see a brand I like, do a brand deal with somebody else, I'll reach out. I'll say, yo, I have this idea. Are you interested in partnering this idea? Yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Or
and that's just, you know they're spending money. If they're spending money in content, they have a department for it. If they have a department for it, they have a budget 100%. For it. And if they have a budget for it, why can't it be you, bro? All right?
Because when you do brand deals, and especially on new brands that you talk to, you need to give your 100% because or dollars, they will not give you another brand deal next time. Which viewer has the finance usually called 100%? Finance viewer?
So this is like really obvious stuff, but we've probably all been guilty of it at least once, accidentally breaking them. It's not the end of the world, but it can be actually, depending on what it is. You know, if you're doing a Samsung ad and you accidentally show Apple product, you're pretty much fried. So you want to pay attention to some of the stuff. They'll tell you all that in the do's and don'ts. So it's not that scary. I know it's kind of like a lot of text. I wouldn't do this to you in a presentation, but they'll send you this just so you know everything to do. So a background on what it is that you're about to be doing for the sponsorship, the talking points, and then a little bit more about the actual product itself.
Sounds like my son's name, like Bart Simpson.
Not that scary, right? Has anybody here not done a brand deal?
Bart Simpson.
Interesting. Okay, good. I'm going to talk to you guys before we end class. Okay, so anybody here not have management or an agency? Okay, so you guys want to focus up on this part. Yo, can we quiet down real quick? We're almost done. All right, when you guys, so we talked a little bit about short form, long form, and streaming, right? Now you're reaching out to a brand. You're not just a streamer. You're not just doing a 1-2 hour segment. Now you have a presence on Instagram because you've been posting reels, so you can include the IG story as part of the package. That's good bread. Now you can include the TikTok and the reel as part of the package. That's actually the best bread currently. Yo, listen to me, but please trust me. I talk to a lot of brands. Currently in 2026, in this current month and day and hour, brands are more excited to spend money on shorts than actual streams. This is true. I've talked to brands that said, I want to do the stream, and they said, do you want to do a short? I'm telling you the truth. All of them, their brains don't completely understand content all the time. They see the views on Twitter and TikTok, and they think those are like the same impressions as your concurrent viewers on Twitch. So it just looks sexier to the suits to see this really big number of impressions which you can get on shorts. This is just factually true. So even though the influence isn't as crazy on shorts, you have a stronger influence, a deeper community, more motion, streaming, that's not how they see it. So we know how they see it. And if this can help fund your big ideas, applying all these concepts, focusing on shorts and long form, how do I tell you? I will make more on a TikTok, IG Reel ad than I will on a Twitch ad. and I barely spend time on IG. Like I'm forcing myself to spend more time on that platform. I'm posting 2 reels today. So please do not underestimate how much money can be made because the native ads on TikTok suck. So you might be thinking there's no money there. The biggest ad I've ever done in my life was a TikTok. Hey Lacey, this class is not like this is not designed for you. That's fucked up. Okay, last thing I want to say is before we pick the students, you always want to ask for feedback. This makes you look good. Feel me? Not only does it make you look good, it's going to help you improve. What could I have done better? Oh, well, they didn't like the part where it was lagging. Maybe fix up the connection. But they love the part where you talked about this. If you're not you even asking is something that only 5% of people do. Immediately they're going to say, oh, this is a serious guy. And when they take you serious, they're going to spend serious money on you. This is facts, okay? Please make sure to ask for feedback. It's probably one of the most easiest things you could do that's going to make them want to spin back. Okay. All right. Sorry, that was a lot. I know that was a lot to throw at you guys.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael.
Okay, before we head out of here, because we all appreciate it. Before we get out of here, because we're running a little bit late, can everybody who has never done a brand deal before, please put their hands up? Never done it? Okay, interesting. All right, I'm gonna have you guys meet me in the front of the class, and then we'll probably just. Oh my God, I forgot.
Okay, let's listen to another. Yumi Ho. Wait, who's streaming? Wait, is Cena done streaming? Wait, is the class finish? Class finish. That's W. Oh my God. Kind of 3 pages. 1, 2, 3 pages for Agent W. So that's W. So we need 1 more class to attend and we could finish this on. What is the first thing you do after ending a stream? Oh God. The first thing I do in ending a stream, I do clips. I do take a lot of clips and try to edit and also download my stream to do a long format. So I do clips, then post YouTube videos for long format content, and yeah, that's pretty much. And I also watch other streamers as well. I'm supporting also my fellow streamers. I also support them, watch them as well. So yeah. So that's pretty much. Wait, where's other classes? Wait, no more class today? Who's teaching? Oh my God, no more classes? Chapter 18. I'm gonna call it a day chat. I think I'm gonna call it a day chat, but no streamer, no more streaming. Really. No more teachers streaming.